Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers, and getting listeners back again with another episode, talking Brew Crew like we like to do. This is a daily show, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time on all your favorite podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Radio Public, Amazon, you name it, we are there. Subscribe, rate, share, review, do what you got to do. Subscribe down on the YouTube link below. Support us on all platforms. We're on TikTok and Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, Facebook Miller Park Minute, and the Milwaukee Brewers. Go join the group. Join along. You can get a discount on tickets with SeatGeek. Miller Park Minute is the code. Use it and save some money on some seats. Patreon.com/Miller Park Minute is another way to support us. You could also support us by subscribing on YouTube, or joining on YouTube. I guess it's called. There's a join button down there. Go ahead and hit that button. Oh, snap. I just got excited. Tomorrow is CC Sabathia Day. Friday night, super cool. CC is going to be at the game. So that should be really awesome. We're going to talk about the weekend series. We're going to talk about the sweep of the Twins. We're going to talk about the sweeps in general. So we have now swept 2 first-place teams. Albeit it was a tough go yesterday. And went the distance, it was still a good game. So let's talk about that real quick. So we came back. That's the big thing. We came back multiple times. And what can you say? I mean, a little bit of a comeback fight. We put up 11 hits and scored 8 runs. Not too bad of a margin of error there. Burns got roughed up a little bit. Burns gave up 3 homers on the day. The Brewers had 3 homers on the day. It was just flying out. It was a hot one though. So I mean, we can attribute it to that a little in some kind of way. Yelich was 1 for 4. William Contreras was 1 for 3. Santana 2 for 4. Adames, big day, 2 for 5, 3 RBIs. Canna had an 0 for. Weimer also had an 0 for. Montecero 1 for 5. Turang 2 for 5. Turang walked it off, baby. Got the walk-off hit. Hustled it, too. He hustled it. Rookies and walk-offs are a good thing. Nothing downright, I wouldn't say this is downright ugly, but the bullpen did give up some runs. Corbin Burns gave up 6. Just a couple zeros, but I mean, actually, I shouldn't say that. Corbin Burns gave up all of said runs. I thought it was the bullpen. Nope. It was all on Burns. Never mind. Last shutdown baseball coming out of the bullpen. See, that's what happens when a day goes by. So much happens that I forget what happened in the Brewers game yesterday. So as of this juncture, as of Thursday evening, we are looking at a leaderboard that reads us 3. We're 70 and 57, so we got to 70 wins. 3 games ahead of Chicago, 3.5 ahead of Cincinnati, and then it doesn't matter about Pittsburgh and St. Louis. We're beating them. St. Louis is still at the bottom, though. And we got the Padres in town for 3. We got CC coming back tomorrow. Darvish versus Woodruff, first matchup. We got Avila versus Peralta, and then Hauser versus Waka. Brice Turang, walk-off single. Beautiful. Go back and watch that highlight. That's great. Churio, I don't talk about him much, but he did set a record. For most RBIs. I don't highlight that as nearly as much as I probably could or should. I don't talk about the minors. I just don't. But let's talk about the scores around the league real quick while we're sitting here on a Thursday night before a series over the weekend. Cincy is currently tied up with the D-backs right now, and it is the top of the 8th. Eyes were tricking me at this point of the day. Dodgers beat the Guardians 6-1. The Nats beat the Yankees again. Jesus. The Rockies lost to the Tampa Bay Rays 5-3. Boston put a hurting on the Astros. France did not do well there. Trust me, I had them in fantasy. Guardians played the Dodgers again. Dodgers beat them 9-3 in the other game. So a day-night doubleheader. Pittsburgh was beat by the Cubs 5-4. The Blue Jays lost 3-5 to the Orioles, and the Twins 7-5 over the Rangers. The White Sox lost 8-5 to the Athletics today. Interesting note, Ekra got the win. Erceg, Ekra, the guy that used to be a Brewer. We drafted him in 2016. So, interesting side note to that game. So, other news in baseball, Shohei Ohtani has a torn ulnar collateral nerve. He is shut down pitching after yesterday. He's been having some throwing issues left and right, but he's shut down pitching after yesterday. So we are at a standstill lockdown with Shohei Ohtani. You're just gonna see him bat, and who knows? Maybe his batting will pick up. If his batting picks up, will that affect his free agency? We don't know. But yeah, we got weekend series. There are a lot of Waukesha sports cards autograph signings going on this weekend too, guys. Feel free to get to that. You get real up close and personal. I think they've already done Tellez. They've already done Caratini. Burns, I think, is Saturday. I don't know if there's anybody going alongside of Burns, but he got pushed to Saturday because of the start. There is a Rowdy Tellez bobblehead tomorrow, Saturday evening. And Sunday Funday, of course. There's a poster giveaway tomorrow night for CC Sabathia. First 20K through the gates. Get a poster. Get your tickets now, it says. What else did we miss around baseball? Let's talk about baseball real quick before we continue on, before we wrap the show for the evening. I want to say there was another thing. Oh, Strasburg. Steven Strasburg is now done he's calling it a career. He's retiring. Too many injuries. If you don't remember, Steven Strasburg was a number one prospect that really just spent his whole career injured. He was a World Series MVP. He did get to the World Series. Nats signed him to a nasty, huge contract. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out in the long term for them. Six takeaways from the Shohei Ohtani UCL tear. Number one, it stinks. Basically, they're saying he's captivated the entire planet, and it's just unfortunate. We must recalibrate expectations for him as a pitcher, not to continue be a bummer here. Sorry, there aren't really any silver linings getting injured. Oh, man. Otani's impending free agency just got a little bit more complicated. I don't think so. I think the value's still there. I think he's been injured already. I think the guy's going to come back in stride. This could get more teams into the bidding for him. I don't think his price is going to go down. I saw something the other day that said 789 was a real math number on Shohei Ohtani. Ironically, this could give the Angels a little bit odds to keep him. The Angels' deadline push was still commendable. Yep, I'd agree with that. I agree with everything they've said so far. Let's go to the interwebs and take a look. If you haven't already, go back and watch Unfiltered Brewers this week. They did have CC on there. If you're a CC fan, I think we all a little fanboy a little bit over CC. I don't know if I mentioned this. There was rumor that we were in on Pete Alonso at the deadline and that there's continued interest from the Milwaukee Brewers in Pete Alonso. And I say, great. Awesome. Let's not give up too much. And let's wrap it up with Burns and Woody and Adames first. It's good to see Adames back, by the way. Who is not happy that when a guy like that comes back? I mean, face of the franchise, a player of his caliber, I really do think that he just needs to be the long-term option. I don't want to see us play around with moving people and people are proposing trades. Reviewing the Brewers got some trade proposals. Let's see what they're saying. Number one trade proposal. Pete Alonso for first and third base. Tyler Black. Ooh, that's going to make some people angry. Number two would be we get Pete Alonso. We give up Gasser and Eduardo Garcia, shortstop prospect. Number three, they're saying Pete Alonso for Luis Lara and Robert Moore. A couple of minor league infield and outfield prospects. Pete Alonso and Drew Smith for Tyler Black and Russell Smith. So we're trading some Smiths. Gotcha. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it'd take to get him. I don't know if they really want to pay for him, but I mean, that was from our good friend Tyler, so we'll take it for what it is. I think he just put some ideas together on paper. I mean, I guess I can't get too excited over this whole thing because it's all speculation now. In the off season, could more people jump into the fray? Yes. So I can't be too jacked on that just yet. Really, that's the major news article of the week, it looks like. Yeah, that's about it. There's about 18 different versions of that story if you want to read it. I don't know. Like I said, let's wrap up our homegrown players. Let's not ride them out, and unless you're gonna ride them out and dump them, which okay gives the freshmen a year to become. Was it sophomores? What do you become after a freshman? Are you a sophomore? I think so. Junior, senior? Yeah. Yep, that's right. I'm right. I had to think about that for a moment there. Let's go sweep the fucking Padres, huh? Let's do it. We had three sweeps in the last week and a half. That's some good baseball. Let's get another one. Let's keep racking up dubs. That's what matters. I will be doing probably some kind of late night live tomorrow. So if you want to tune in for that, come check that out. It'll probably be post game. Yeah, that's all I got tonight, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow in the next episode of the show. And thank you for watching. As always, remember to rate, review, share a friend, be a friend, tell a friend. Share this with your friends, please. We're trying to boost those subscriber numbers. Get some comments down below. Rate and review on your favorite podcast platform. Guys, we are out for today. Let's go get them tomorrow. Go Brew Crew.